Hey everybody, vlog number 6, and I think Bert has had a good point when he says when he challenged me to do 10, because I told him, man, I probably could only do about 5 before I start to get preachy. Oh, there we are. Sorry, I had my finger on the lens. That never helps, does it? So what I was going to talk about today, I don't know, it may bore some of you guys, but I really do want people to get this point. But people can't get past being defensive. Oh, do you know how much more successful we would be if we wouldn't try to get defensive? A lot of people, well, some people come up to me and they say, Thomas, are you ever going to get married? What they're really asking me is, do I like females? Do I like women? In my hometown, the pickings are slim, because I believe in being selective. Now, why do so many people get into relationships and find themselves questioning the decision? By the time they question that decision, it's too late, because a lot of times you've got pregnancy, you've got bills and financial situations that you've partnered with, and it just seems easier to stay in a broken relationship after those things have happened. Another thing too is, let's say the going rate is $1,000 a month rent. If you move in with somebody and you only pay half of it, $500, then the rest of the money that you make on your job, you get to do whatever you want to with it. But if you say that relationship broke up, and then all of a sudden you're having to find a place paying double the rent, which is $1,000. And so even those situations sometimes persuade people to stay in that broken relationship. My question to you is, can a broken toy or something broken be put together by tape and glue? It can. You can actually put broken stuff back together with tape or glue. But how long does tape last? Tape only lasts if it's room temperature. If it gets cold or if it gets hot, tape don't want to work so well. And then glue works great unless you bump it. And if you bump it, it breaks apart. And so another thing I want to challenge people today, Ed, is why stay in something that you know is broken? You have to look past the finances. The sooner you can get, you can find your independence and paying that $1,000 a month, you can kind of realign your budget and get used to paying the $1,000 a month, or whatever situation. You've got kids, you want to stay together because of for the kids' sake. You got to remember something though. If you break away from this man or woman that you know is not good for you, then that's going to be a life lesson you can teach your kids later. One, you have to humble yourself when you admit your mistakes, and but something you can tell your kids is, hey, I rushed into something. Don't let that happen to you. And then after I was in it, I made the choice to get out of it sooner rather than later. The longer you stay in something, the more brainwashed you can be. And not even by that person. The person that you're with, that you shouldn't be with, may not even be brainwashing you. It can be for financial reasons. There's all different ways we get brainwashed. And so I choose to be selective. I think it's good to meet people with differences. That's great, but not philosophical differences. If you meet a woman that's adamant about some things that you're adamant and oppositely against, then I guess it depends on what it is. But if it's something that's going to cause conflict, if you're passionate about something, you don't put that passion aside for nobody. You have to stay strong. And so why do so many millions of people get into the wrong relationships? I guess I can't answer that with one reason. I could say a big reason is lust. our minds, when we look upon an object and we like it, it seems like everything else matters not. It's like tunnel vision, and we see a woman or man that we like how he walks and talks, and we like the job he has, and we like his mustache, and we like his hair, and then we put everything else aside. If he smokes, or if he's Democrat, or if he's didn't have a good relationship with his mom, we can rationalize all that for the sake of the way he walks and talks and looks at us. We just have to be careful. We can get by with that as a teenager in our 20s, but I would really say that by the time you're 33, 34, it's time to grow up a little bit. I don't know what age, but I would say certainly by 30, as we turn our 30s, we need to put lust in its place, and we need to recognize that it's lust, and we need to have another consciousness about us that kind of will guide us instead of letting that lust guide us. So if you've already clicked off, that means that you're in a situation that you don't know how to get out of, and it's tough. I don't have any real answers because I don't know who I'm talking to. It's just really tough. I could give you so many examples of even people that's gotten out of a relationship and they go right back into it. So I don't want to talk too long. I want to give you an example of my life, and feel free to share. I love feedback. So I meet women, and either they know me from my past, or maybe they're sitting in a seminar with me and they get to know me through hearing me speak up, and we get to talking, and after 1 week, I kid you not, this happens so many times, after 1 week they think they know me because through chats and coffee and breaks and in between waiting on the bus or something, I share them a few of my stories. I share with them my lifestyle. Within a few days or a week, they just think that they want to package me up and they want us to be in a relationship. And so this is what I realized, that it's not me. It's not that I'm successful, or I'm nice, empathetic, kind, caring, handsome, funny. It's not any of them things. It's that I live a simple life. And if I met them in my 20s or even my 30s, a simple life would have been just too boring. I want more excitement than that. These women, they always can share with you their stories of their broken relationships, and usually more than one broken one. It's usually 2 or 3, or if not more. And so what they're liking about me is the simple life. It's funny that I would put myself in the simple life category because of me exploring these abandoned buildings and going in these places that could fall, that could the police could arrest me, or I could run into a crackhead or a homeless person that want to do me harm. So I am an adrenaline junkie, and but for the most part, I don't do that around here in my hometown. First of all, my mom and dad is here, and plus I'm old. I'm old now. I'm 46, but that's what people like. And what I can understand is within a week they're wanting to just, and you can tell, they want to cook for you, they want to rub your back, they want to, they find out what you like. Like, I like to read the Bible. Well, they give me all these scriptures every morning. I'm getting a text from them, and, oh, this is what I learned today and everything. I ain't even started encouraging them yet to read their Bible, but yet they're supposedly reading their Bible. Or I'm into urban exploration, and so I get all these text pictures of them sending me all these abandoned places, and or I tell them I like horror movies or Tom Cruise movies, and then they send me all these things about Tom Cruise or horror movies, and within 2 weeks, I have to cut it off. I mean, usually when a week I do. You don't want anybody like that. But it's easy. If you allow more ego than wisdom in your life, then what's going to happen is that ego is going to soak up all that praise. Because as a teenager and all through my 20s, when a woman gave me that much attention, I loved it. I craved it. I had to have it. But now, oh boy, I see the pitfalls of it. Listen, I'm not smart. I'm not logical. I didn't have a lot of wisdom until about 38, 39, after studying human behavior. So most of my life has just been go with the flow. Ooh, that feels good. Boom, do it. And I'm lucky I don't have any kids. I've only been married once. It was for 11 months. Didn't last long. I was 33 years old. And, so I don't have a lot of that debt. I don't have a lot of the children running around that I'm wondering if they hate me or love me. And I'm not boasting. I am just thankful that in my 20s I didn't get anybody pregnant. And I'm just very thankful for my life. I may not have kids, I may not be happily married, but I got a great mama, a great daddy, and I still believe I'm young enough that I'll meet somebody one day. Anyway, I don't want to get off on me. Anyway, I don't even know. That'll probably be my last vlog. Bert won the challenge. I just don't think nobody wants to hear this kind of stuff. And so I'm going to get back to abandoned buildings. The Buck Hill Inn in Pocono Mountains will be my next explore. Well, I've actually explored it. It's demolished. I've been waiting to put it on YouTube after it was demolished. That's why you don't see a lot of abandoned buildings now, because I'm waiting until things get demolished, burned up or something. I mean, it's just safer for me. Why take the chance? All right, talk to y'all later.